So there is a 20-year-old man, and let's get into his urethra, where there is infection occurring at the mucosal surface. He's suffering from gonorrhea. Why? Because the causative organism Neisseria gonorrhoeae infects him. Gram-negative. Okay, Neisseria are gram-negative, kidney-shaped diplococci inside the polymorphs, inside the neutrophils. Culture in thyre martin or chocolate agar, we can do its culture. Sexual transmission. The virulence factors are pili, OPA proteins, IgA protease. There will be purulent urethral discharge and dysuria in gonorrhea. Treatment is ceftriaxone and or azithromycin. Reservoir asymptomatic females are the reservoirs. Okay. So you are at the urethral mucosa. Bacteria arrive during sexual contact. First contact, there will be adhesion. The bacteria extend pili, hair-like hooks. They stick tightly to the epithelial cells. Velcro attachment. Strong binding will be there. Now OPA proteins come into play. They bind to the CR3 receptors on the host cells, and host cell reacts. The epithelial cell, it gets confused. It does actin rearrangement, and membrane forms ruffles. Like the cell is swallowing the bacteria. Then entry and multiplication of the bacteria, enters inside the vacuoles and multiply inside the cells. Inflammation, neutrophils rush in and bacteria survive inside them. And here what we were talking about, these are the diplococci inside the polymorphs. As a result, pus contains neutrophils and intracellular diplococci. Those are gram-negative diplococci inside the polymorphs. Those are the Neisseria those are the Neisseria gonorrhoeae. Why it is happening? Because pili, it is doing attachment, it is preventing the phagocytosis. It undergoes antigenic variation and it does immune escape, and that is why reinfection happens, because it is escaping the immunity. OPA protein. What does OPA protein stand for? Opacity associated protein. OPA protein. It is opacity associated protein. So it does tight adhesion, and then it leads to entry into the cell. Porine, protein 1. It forms spores and helps survival. IgA protease. It breaks the mucosal immunoglobulin A. We know immunoglobulin A is the mucosal antiseptic paint on the mucosa. And this IgA protease, it breaks the immunoglobulin A, and hence first line of defense is destroyed. Loss. What is loss? It's an endotoxin. It causes inflammation and is responsible for the symptoms. Why is the bacteria able to survive? Fragile organism dies quickly outside the body. Within 1 to 2 hours, it needs warm, moist environment and cannot survive drying up. So it needs special survival features. That's why direct sexual transmission only causes gonorrhea. Epidemiology, human-only disease in females are the reservoirs, asymptomatic females are the reservoir. Infection continues silently in the population, okay? Then in males, there will be acute urethritis, purulent discharge, dysuria, testicular discomfort. What will be the complication? Watering can, perineum. Multiple sinuses. This can occur as a complication of gonorrhea. Watering can is the severe rare condition where multiple ureterocutaneous fistulae, abnormal openings, form in the perineal region, causing urine to leak from the scrotum or perineum like a watering can. In females, the clinical features are, it's often asymptomatic. More than 50 cases are asymptomatic. Mild discharge, dysuria is there. Mild less symptoms because cervical infection, less irritation. Vaginal epithelium, acidic pH protects it, but leads to silent spread and infertility risk later. So stratified squamous epithelium. Why vaginal mucosa is spared? Because it has got stratified squamous epithelium and acidic pH. So gonococcus prefers columnar epithelium in the urethra, cervix and the rectum. Treatment ceftriaxone. इंडिया में सिंड्रोमिक अप्रोच करते हैं, सेफ्टिक्साइम और एजिथ्रोमाइसिन देते हैं. So you see a young male in OPD 5 to 7 days after exposure, burning urination, thick yellow discharge, intranuclear gram-negative diplococci under the smear, and you don't wait, you start ceftriaxone immediately. Go no. So gone inside neutrophils, intracellular gram-negative diplococci pus forming. So why does gonorrhea show intracellular diplococci in smear? Why are females important? So first question, why gonococci seen inside neutrophils? For survival and the post formation. Neisseria gonorrhoeae resist intracellular killing. They enter the neutrophil and survive inside them. Massive neutrophil influx forms pus, hence smear shows intracellular gram-negative diplococci. Why females important? Reservoirs. They are asymptomatic carriers. Infection in cervix is often mild or asymptomatic. 50% females show no symptoms. Organism persists silently, spreads to partners. Role of pili in pathogenesis, attachment. Okay, pili attach bacteria to mucosal cell, prevent flushing by urine or secretions, inhibit the phagocytosis, show antigenic variation, and prevent the immune evasion they do. Why vaginal mucosa spared? Vaginal epithelium stratified squamous, resistant, acidic pH, inhibits gonococci. Gonococcus prefers columnar epithelium. So sites affected are urethra, endocervix, rectum. Why is ceftriaxone preferred over penicillin? Gonococcus, it reduces beta-lactamase. Okay, so penicillin, PNG, penicillin protein something. Okay, so gonococcus, it reduces beta-lactamase, and mutations make it penicillin resistant. Also resistance to fluoroquinolones. So we give in this case what? Ceftriaxone. Core concept is resistance evolution. But ceftriaxone, it's a third generation cephalosporin resistant to beta-lactamase and highly effective. Due to widespread beta-lactamase mediated resistance, होतं त्या गोनोकोकसला, त्याच्यामुळे आपण सेफ्ट्रियाक्झोन देतो. In females, we have seen that there is asymptomatic carriage. Gonococcal infections of urogenital tract may manifest as vulvovaginitis in prepubertal girls, PID, salpingitis, which may lead to sterility, and Fitz-Hugh-Curtis syndrome, rarely peritonitis, may develop with perihepatic inflammation. Now we will discuss DGI, disseminated gonococcal infection, proctitis, conjunctivitis, blood invasion, then ophthalmia neonatorum, and lab diagnosis of gonorrhea. What is DGI, disseminated gonococcal infection? Severe systemic spread of Neisseria gonorrhoeae. It occurs via bacteremia, classic triad, dermatitis, tenosynovitis, and polyarthritis, seen more in untreated asymptomatic infections, especially in females. Okay. Local infection in urethra, cervix, adhesion, invasion, multiplication, escape into blood, some bacteria cross epithelial barrier, enter blood, bacteremia. Then they go to knees, ankles, wrist, most common. Painful swollen joints, so travel and seed the distant sides. Then tendon sheaths मध्ये गेलेत, joints मध्ये गेले की septic arthritis cause करणार, tendon sheath मध्ये गेले की tenosynovitis, so pain along the tendons, hands, feet. स्किन मध्ये गेलं की लीजन, हिमोरेजिक पॅप्युल्स, पुस्ट्युल्स. ठीक आहे, तर मग ही गोनोरिया ना वेगवेगळ्या ठिकाणी जाते, जॉईंट्समध्ये, टेंडन शीथमध्ये, स्किनमध्ये. सिव्हिअर कॉम्प्लिकेशन, एंडोकार्डायटिस, मेनिंजायटिस, पायमिया, रेअर आहे. सो ब्लड इन्वेजन लीड्स टू मेटास्टॅटिक लीजन्स लाईक आर्थरायटिस, एंडोकार्डायटिस, मेनिंजायटिस, व्हेरी रेअर आहे. वाय DGI हॅपन्स, इम्युन इवेजन, अँटीजेनिक वेरिएशन करतं ते नायझेरिया गोनोरिया. बघायची पिला आहे बघून डिप्लोकोकायमध्ये असतं ते. आणि इम्युन इवेजन करतं, अँटीजेनिक वेरिएशन करून रेजिस्ट कॉम्प्लिमेंट मिडिएटेड किलिंग अँड सर्वाइव्स इन द ब्लड, स्पेशली इन फिमेल्स, अनट्रीटेड असतील त्या फिमेल्स तर ते स्प्रेड करतो. सो एसिम्प्टोमॅटिक इन्फेक्शन आहे. क्लिनिकल पिक्चर कसं दिसतं? What is the clinical picture of DGI? Dermatitis, tenosynovitis, and polyarthritis, fever, migratory joint pain. Proctitis is also there in both in males as well as females. Due to anal intercourse, common in male and in females due to, and in females it leads to contiguous spread. In females it is due to contiguous spread. Okay. Conjunctivitis, auto inoculation by fingers. Skin lesion, hemorrhagic papules, pustules. Okay. Then we have to see. In DGI there is suppurative arthritis, okay. Arthritis is suppurative, septic suppurative arthritis, okay. Then there is what? Ophthalmia neonatorum. Baby passing through a birth canal, then it gets infected from the mother and develops purulent conjunctivitis. We call it ophthalmia neonatorum and it can cause blindness if untreated. Prevention is by 1% silver nitrate drops, Krebs method. Control by instilling silver nitrate in newborn eyes, Krebs method. And lab diagnosis, specimen collection, urethral discharge, morning drop in chronic cases. In females, endocervical swab, high vaginal swab not useful. Special sites, rectal, pharyngeal swabs, if history is there. Transport, immediate inoculation is best, otherwise Stuart Annis media, charcoal swab. अच्छा जी, ये तो नई चीज़ें हैं. Microscopy by gram stain, intracellular gram negative diplococci. Reliable in males, less reliable in females, normal flora confusion. Fluorescent antibody, more sensitive, specific culture media, thiomartin medium, selective media, chocolate agar enriched media. It contains, the thiomartin media, it contains antibiotics like vancomycin, colistin, nystatin. Colony morphology small, translucent, convex. Identification based on carbohydrate fermentation test. Serology not useful. Molecular PCR, NAT. Nucleic acid amplification test, high sensitivity, not routinely used. Treatment in uncomplicated ceftriaxone single dose and complicated like PID, epididymitis and proctitis, ceftriaxone and doxycycline. WHO tells to use this because it covers chlamydia co-infection. antimicrobial resistance, penicillin resistance, fluoroquinolone resistance. Now emerging MDR, multi-drug therapy and XDR strains. Mechanism beta-lactamase, PPNG strains. Prophylaxis to the sexual partner. No immunity after infection, no vaccine. Acha. So young woman asymptomatic untreated gonorrhea, bacteria enter the blood. Now patient presents with fever, joint pain, skin pustules, and that is DGI, disseminated gonococcal infection. Here, बघून घे तूच. हे बघून घे. हे एकदा वाचून घे. झालं.